It has been a full calendar year since we witnessed the incredible start of Davis Schneider's career. Last August in his series at Fenway Park, Davis Schneider tied the Major League record for the most hits by a rookie in his first 3 games. But now, it feels like some of that magic has worn off. What was looking like a promising start to the 2024 season for Davis Schneider has slowly turned into one of his worst nightmares. Davis Schneider has been lost at the plate and has looked outmatched by every single pitcher in every single at-bat. Ever since the start of June, Davis Schneider has been batting .171 with an OPS of 500 and a strikeout rate of 35%. There are slumps in baseball, and then there is this. Now, the question that a lot of Blue Jay fans are asking is, how did this happen, and is there any hope for Davis Schneider? What's up, guys, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. In this one, we're going to be breaking down some of the metrics behind Davis Schneider's slump and if there's any hope for Davis Schneider to return to his former self. Before we get into it though, guys, I encourage you to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest Blue Jays news and content. All right, folks, let's get into it. When I look at Davis Schneider's career so far, I see it as a perfect example of opposing pitchers making an adjustment to an opposing batter's weakness and exploiting it. And many successful position players will go through this type of slump where the opposing pitchers will have the exact same game plan and exploit their weakness day after day after day. Now, that plan could be attacking a batter with a certain pitch or attacking a certain location, or a combination of both. And until that batter recognizes how these pitchers are attacking them and makes that adjustment, they will continue to struggle mightily. And looking at Davis Schneider's advanced metrics, I believe that is exactly what is happening to him right now. This season, Davis Schneider has struggled mightily against the fastball. Davis Schneider has seen the fastball more than any other pitch, and in fact, he's seen it 61% of the time, which is well above the major league average of 47%. That's because Davis Schneider is only hitting .118 against the fastball this season with a run value of -11. That's the lowest against any pitch he's seen. And it's not just the fastball that's getting Davis, it's the location as well. Opposing pitchers have found a hole in Davis's swing, and it's right at the top of the strike zone. Just take a look at this expected weighted on-base heat map of Davis Schneider. You can see that the blue areas of this zone is where Davis has struggled this season, and the upper third row of the strike zone is where he struggles the most, as well as the up and away pitches. And clearly, MLB teams have recognized this, and opposing pitchers are exploiting this weakness. I want to show you this recent Davis Schneider at-bat where you can clearly see the attack plan by the opposing pitcher, and it is to exploit these weaknesses. Davis Schneider is up against JP Sears, who doesn't have an over-commanding fastball, yet he clearly understands the attack plan, and he goes to town against Davis Schneider. JP Sears establishes the up and away fastball, and Davis Schneider whiffs right through it. JP Sears goes back upstairs with another fastball, but this time he misses his spot and it's a little bit too high. Ball 1. The 1-1 pitch is a down and in changeup to get Davis Schneider off of the upstairs fastball and get his sights set a little bit lower. The next pitch is an upstairs heater perfectly placed at the top of the zone, and Davis Schneider swings right through it yet again. Can you take a guess at what pitch is coming next? If you guessed up and away fastball, you would be right. That's exactly what JP Sears does here, and Davis Schneider swings through it for strike 3. And many of Davis Schneider's at-bats have been exactly like this since the beginning of June. If Davis Schneider doesn't make an adjustment to that upstairs heater, he's going to continue to struggle at the major league level. Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. But how exactly does Davis Schneider make that change? Well, I'm gonna leave that up to the professionals, but clearly there needs to be a mechanical change in order for him to reach that upstairs heater. For whatever reason, he's late on the fastball, and JP Sears' fastball there was in the low 90s, nothing too over commanding at the MLB level. If Davis Schneider is able to make that mechanical adjustment and start barreling those upstairs fastballs for power, then he's gonna have success again. That's gonna force other MLB teams to go back to the drawing board and start figuring out, how do we get Davis Schneider out again? And that, my friends, is the game within the game. And for Davis Schneider's sake and the Toronto Blue Jays' sake, we need him to make that adjustment sooner rather than later. But folks, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, guys, go Jays go!